Alexa,
You have 5.
how much shield do I have?
You have 100 shield.
I don't even...
You are doing pretty good. Keep up the great work avoiding everyone.
Oh. So, Season 6 of Fortnite has been out for just about a week, and I came to a very, very unfortunate realization. I'm just not that good. Now, in my defense, I already do have one win in Season 6. As you can see, I completely destroyed the other guy. In their defense, I'm pretty sure they were just trying to kill me with traps and with no weapons. But, you know, we don't need to worry about the little details. I think that most people who play Fortnite, like me, just aren't that good. But is it our fault? Are we not playing enough? Do we need to practice more? No. We are not immersed enough in the game. There must be more that we can do with the use of technology to feel more in the game. And yeah, I'm you know, it just makes sense on paper. That would make us be better at the game. Why not? To create such a delicious meal, you're going to need a few ingredients. You're going to need a Wi-Fi plug, such as a TP-Link, a Wi-Fi light with colours, perhaps a LIFX like I have. You're going to need Fortnite, of course, that goes without saying. You're going to need a fan. You're going to need an Echo or some sort of Alexa-enabled device. And finally, you're going to need a basic level of programming. Unfortunately, there's no API or anything that we can plug into when playing Fortnite to get the values out of the game, such as how much health we have, how much shield we have, how many materials we have, etc, etc. However, what we can do is we can write a pretty badly written program, at least in my case, with a programming language such as Python, and we can use another method called OCR, or Optical Character Recognition, to basically take screenshots of the game and then pass the data that we need, such as health and stuff, and then yeah, put that into a nice format such as JSON, and then do whatever we want with. And all it's doing is we take a screenshot earlier on in the code, we pass in the screenshot over here, we crop it to the coordinate, we then use our Python library called PyTesseract, which basically does the OCR thing we talked about, and then we then add it to our JSON table. As you can see when we're running the program, you can see I'm only checking for HP at the moment, but it's consistently looking at these coordinates over here and loading that data into this table over here. If I try to lose some HP, you can see 100, 100, 37, 37. If there's issues where perhaps the text is kind of camouflaged by the background or other things get in the way, it's not going to work. So always, you know, take it with a grain of salt. If I now go grab some wood and then we open it up again, you'll see wood was 0, now it's 77. So if you're not familiar, Alexa is Amazon's personal voice assistant, and you can create something called Alexa skills, which are basically, you know, the voice equivalent of apps. My Alexa skill will understand the utterance that the user is saying and then direct that to the relevant intent on my backend, which in my case is on another system called AWS, or Amazon Web Services. I made a Lambda function that basically handles you know, the requests that are passed in. So if the user asks about the shield, we'll get the shield information and then we'll send it back to them. So how does Alexa have access to that information? Well, using our nice table that we create via our program, we then upload that to S3 over and over and over and over, and then Alexa looks at that hosted file, gets the information we need from the JSON, and then gets it back and sends it to the user. Is this efficient? No. Does it work? Yes. Alexa, how much metal do I have?
You have 137 metal.
How much shield do I have?
You have 0 shield. Can I have your computer when you get eliminated?
Good. As mentioned, I already have a LIFX smart light, which is connected to the internet and allows you to change the colours. Alexa, change the light to red.
Okay.
This works, but how do we then get this working with Fortnite? Well, first of all, we need to figure out what's actually happening in the game at that time. And we can do that by checking the value at the beginning and the value, you know, after it's been captured by that cycle in our program. And if the current HP is bigger than the HP at the time at the beginning of the loop, then, you know, we're getting more health. If we have less HP, we're losing health. If we're shielding, using RGB, we'll make it blue. If it's healing, we'll make it green. If you're losing health, we'll go for red. So now if we try drinking a big shield, we start with 0 shield. the game can tell that we've drunk a big shield and the lights go blue. Else, we basically take the most dominant color of the screen and use that to change the color of the lights. So if I run the program and then open paint and let's say change the color to green, the light will go to green. If I change it to blue, it will go to blue. I'm already feeling more immersed. Last thing is touch. And how do we handle touch? So something that happens in every game of Fortnite is everybody skydives from the battle bus, or they use a launch pad and fly around. There's a little something that we can use programmatically to tell whether we're actually flying or not in the game. I'll give you a clue. It's right here. And as you can see, even when we're moving like this, it's there. When we're free falling, it's there. So in another third-party library that connects to our TP-Link smart plug, we can send a request, and if that is currently on the screen, then we can assume that the player is flying. So let's give it a shot. You can see if we now fly, it says space to skydive. We check what our flying variable is capturing. It caught a word that we're looking for, and as you can see, the fan turns on. The text disappears, the fan turns off. So to summarize, our Python program runs against Fortnite and pulls out the data that we need. It then uploads the data to S3 after every loop, so our Alexa skill can access that data. Whilst it's doing that, it also builds appropriate RGB color values and sends those to my light. And finally, it checks whether the user is flying based on the text on the screen. If they are, it turns on the fan. If they're not, it turns off the fan. This is probably a very convoluted way to solve this kind of problem, but if it somewhat works, then somewhat don't fix it. The last thing to figure out is, even though we need all of the data on the screen for our program to read, I'm going to be drawn to just looking at it anyway. I need to be really immersed. So how do we solve that issue? You see this? You see that? Pure immersion. Alexa, shield.
You have 100 shield.
Okay, so
you are doing pretty good. Keep up the great work avoiding everyone.
How many kills do I have?
You have 1 eliminations. Somebody stop this madman.
Ah! Can't believe I killed him.
You have 2 eliminations. Nice work, you filthy no skin. There are 5 players left. Let's go. What would you like?
Help me.
Just build lol.
Oh my god! The first game I did this! That wasn't deserved, but I'm good. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna win again. Fans on. Feeling good. Don't know where I'm going. You know what's funny when you try and record yourself playing a game and you forget to record yourself? Nothing. You know? Like, nothing is funny about that. I can't believe it. Oh! Shield.
You have 8 shield.
Ooh.
Check the jug.
Oh.
If you have one. I'm assuming you do not.
Yeah, I don't. Help me.
Give up.
How many people are alive?
There are 25 players left.
Okay.
Final 50. Nice one.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. Alexa, materials.
You have 671 wood, 0 brick and 33 metal. You have 78 health points, 0 shield, 7 wood, 81 brick, 25 metal.
How much did he have? How much did he have? I can't take it off. Oh! Tell me! Ah, you had half health. I love when the fan comes on when you're flying. Ooh, it's really, really cool. The more I play like this, I somewhat get the feeling it's quite liberating. Yeah, you could argue that it takes longer to find out information now. How much health do I have?
You have 55 hit points. Where did all your health go? The trick of this game is not to get hurt.
Alexa, how many kills do I have?
You have 0 eliminations. You will have to eliminate someone sooner or later. You have 85 hit points. If you have a medikit, you may as well use it before someone else takes it from you.
How much shield do I have? Oh.
You have 100 shield. You've got so much shield that you're basically the master of hide and seek.
Oh, leave me alone. I gave you the medikit! I gave you the medikit! You idiot! Alexa, how much health do I have?
You have 10 hit points.
Good.
Are you even trying?
Great. Why did I give him the medikit? It was a peace offering. You know what? I don't even care. I'm doing anything. Alexa, how much health do I have?
You have 31 hit points.
Just got it back.
What would you like?
Oh my god, I didn't even mean to do that. Alexa, how many people are left?
There are 12 players left. Things are about to get nutty.
Alexa, status report.
You have 100 health points, 100 shield, 999 wood, 388 brick, 138 metal, 3 kills, and there are 10 players left.
Oh, I can't believe that worked. How many people are left?
There are 4 players left. Let's go.
Oh! Yes! I won the same way I won the first game, but okay, I'll take it. So, thanks to the power of immersion, I managed to win 2 games playing like this. Even though some of this was somewhat of a jokey video, I actually played better here. Maybe I was onto something. Maybe having less to focus on the screen actually makes you a better player. Alternatively, I could have just been lucky. Anyway, with that, thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. If you have any suggestions, any comments, do not hesitate to let me know. And I will catch you on the next one.